All right. Good morning. So, if I can get past my puppy dogs, I will sit down and you can see my face, but until uh, we'll see how they react. I had to take a bone away from uh, Baloo so that he will play with Pepper because the morning is when Pepper and Baloo get the most of their uh, fun, their uh, you know exercise and roughhousing and stuff like that. And because Baloo was preoccupied with a bone, a big one, he wouldn't play with her. And so I took the bone away and I will give it back straight to Baloo after he roughhouses with her for a little bit. I got to get some roughhousing for her. So I have some coffee. I want to have some coffee, get my day started. Hope you have something to get your day started. It's not always coffee, water, juice. There's lots of people have different ways to get their rocking and rolling days going. Mm, I just chose this. I have my coffee is I have a little sweetener in there, but I have a scoop of protein powder, so I get a little bit of protein in the morning, and that is really my breakfast. I don't actually eat any food. Um, I just have that little protein in with my coffee, and that's all I have in the morning. Works out pretty good for me, but like I said, everybody's got something different. Some people wake up, they're raring to go, and a little water and a little lemon water maybe, or juice of some kind, or there's lots of ways to get your day started. Anyway, I'm droning on. What I wanted to talk about today is personal feelings of that I've enjoyed from artificial intelligence. These are personal things. Like, for instance, one thing that's not personal, but one of the guys, uh, Wes, I can't remember Wes's last name. Um, I'll put him down in the show notes. He has a YouTube channel where he talks about artificial intelligence. He found a website that where you could put in lyrics and choose different types of uh, music genres and stuff like that, and tweak it, and you could create songs. And he created, he spent hours and hours just creating, but he was having fun, and he was creating these songs that he really enjoyed. That's not me. Not that I wouldn't enjoy it. I enjoy music. Music, I think, is the most beautiful art form of all. Now, you say, Glenn, oh, whoa, that's why music. I'll tell you why. I can't think of anything that's more accessible to people than music. You can play music in your car. You can play music when you're sitting there working on stuff. You can play music when your day has started. There's just so much that music does, and the music industry is has made it not out of the reach of common person. In fact, sometimes the common person knows more about the songs and things going on than people with wealth. So music is definitely a beautiful art form that I think permeates our whole world. But anyways, I'm drifting off. So sorry. Personal stuff. I've mentioned on here before that I like Leonardo AI, and I've used it many times. I know people that use Midjourney, and Midjourney still has a high degree of following, and that's a very good source. Uh, ChatGPT has some uh, fairly interesting stuff it creates. I think it's using Dolly 2 or 3. Anyways, so the creation of images and pictures custom to what I want has made me enjoy that, and I've enjoyed that in the AI. Right, Baloo? He's like, "Where's my bone, Daddy? Give me my bone, Grandpa." You get your bone later. You got to play with Pepper. Get a little bit of her energy out of her. You're the only, because Luna doesn't play with her like Baloo does. Baloo's got a little more energy. You play with her, get her going, and then you get the bull. You'll get it right back straight to you. I promise. Okay. Yes, I promise. So the art, you know, mm, there's something about creating something. It, yeah, and I know you're going to argue you didn't create Jack, but to see something come out after you've set some stuff and it's lovely and you enjoy it, it makes you feel pretty good. But I've enjoyed a lot of the different pieces of art. Yes, I did. I enjoyed quite a bit of it. Yes, I did. And when you're and working with these things and like Runway to create videos is has caused me to really have quite a bit of joy in that. I had another very joyful thing that was AI related that happened just recently. So actually, it's been this week. So when if I'm working at home, I put on YouTube, and there's these videos that have some ambient noise, and they started off. They were these images that would morph into other images, and then I enjoyed. They'd have these ones where you were in a beautiful uh, balcony overlooking a tranquil city with a little bit of rain in the background, and it was just, and you could tell there was a little bit of a loop. And then uh, I found these ones where I was on a starship, and I was basically in could be the bedroom or an office on the starship, and out the window was these stars going by and different other stuff. And then they made the stars not only be the only movement, that they make things change in the environment. The environment was definitely looped, but the stars, it was such a long loop, you couldn't tell where it was looping, when it was looping. And so it was very peaceful and calm. Now I'm watching ones that have uh, beautiful, uh, like you're going through outer space. And you can see sometimes they'll throw a ship in there when you go past planets, and they had Mercury in there, the real Mercury, not the real Mercury, but real pictures of Mercury, and all these other planets that you're going by, and through nebulas. I went through that giant Eye Nebula, uh, and you're just flying around. And I'm like, where's the loop? I haven't seen the loop yet. There was a loop, but it was at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half before it looped. Now, that kind of video imagery would have been a costly production. Now, it's not. AI has allowed some of that beautiful stuff to be produced, and then the music in the background, I was able to enjoy all that. It was quite nice. I enjoyed it quite a bit, Baloo. I did, and I had just playing in the background, so I could enjoy it. So not only the music was tranquil and relaxing, but the whole experience was pretty nice. So those are some things. And it's just beginning, right? That's what we always have to keep in mind. I know all the AI people I'm talking about, this ramp that we're on, we're still at that knee where it's starting to go up. And you and I have talked about one of the things that they really have to get over in order to get this really going is they need to have some more compute. AI algorithm optimization will only take you so far. They have to get uh, the ability to have better compute and more better processes. And once they get that, they can get that optimized. That's when things will rock and roll. So there you go. There's some of the stuff that I've enjoyed, and there's a lot more. I mean, I've enjoyed watching lots of other things, but in my but whoops, almost forgot programming. It's been really nice to have Copilot in there helping me discern and do some of the trivial operations for me when it comes to putting out a program. I'll give you an example. We'll go deep here. Um, there's an XML file that I was working on just recently, and it had some deep uh, values that I need to pull out for my testing. So you can easily use software to say, pull this value out, but you have to type it all out, and you have to be careful, type it correctly or copy paste correctly. So uh, in my comments, I can put in that I need to take a value, and there needs to be at least one value of this attribute. No, not attribute, XML value. So when I do that in the comments and I hit return, it does the next line for me. And it's 99% of the time that first one is perfect because as long as I copied it incorrectly. And then after that, the oh, the war came to my front step. Um, then after that, the next time I hit carriage return, it checks to see if there's at least one of those. Doesn't assert. So there's a lot of stuff that it does so well, so automatically, that it just takes a little burden off of me. Mm, I almost forgot the one other one. I do some Dungeons and Dragons and other stuff, and it's helped me with ideas, and And these are key. I can tell it basically how many there are of certain uh, people in the party and their character level, and it will help me with picking out possible monsters for the scenario I'm running that would be the correct level to have a fight with them. And then it also helps me with a little bit of magic for that level. So I can have a couple of magical gifts for them, but it's not not it's not a significantly high magical item that would mess up the party because one person having it is just too devastating. So it's really good at that. So those are mine. So I'm glad I thought of those other two because they're actually causing me quite a bit of relaxation, not causing relaxation, helping me with relaxing when it comes to coding and running uh, a Dungeons and Dragons campaign or episode or whatever I'm calling it. Anyway, that's for now. That's plenty. I'm going to go in, wait till these other two are done fighting each other, which is great because I got to get the energy out of the puppy, and Baloo is the only one that can help me do that. So once he's done that, I'll give him back his bone. So don't you got to worry. I will give him the bone and let him as a reward. But you guys take care for now.